This is the true story of 7 strangers picked to live in a loft and have their lives taped, who nearly 30 years later are doing it all again for the new docuseries, The Real World: Homecoming, New York.
No way.
I can't believe we're back 30 years later.
We got party.
Yes!
Ooh, the neighbors are going to be pissed. Oh boy.
Going back 30 years to something that you were such a big part of, what was that like? What was that felt like?
We have gotten together in different groups over the years. We're some of us are super closer than others, but when you get all of us together in the same thing, some of it's gonna be good and some of it just ain't gonna be that good.
Heather's the best party host in the world, the best mixologist ever. You want to get that happiness going? It's happy hour with Heather B. I'm telling you.
I have a lot of memories there, and it was just really special for me to get to be back in that space. I know our neighbors were probably not thrilled to have us back.
I wonder if they were the same ones, like, not again, 30 years later.
Right.
What?
People leave, you can go through breakups, but your friends are always there.
I am curious about this reunion coming back as adults.
I mean, we have a certain chemistry, and it's almost like we're a weird improv, but what you're about to see is a whole new group of episodes that just feel like, wow. And, you know, for me, the pandemic wasn't so great. You know, you'll find out, you know.
You got to think, back then, we were able to leave the loft anytime we just wasn't feeling right. You know, here, we had to stay because there was no place to go. Like, we're in the middle of a pandemic and you're in a place where there's no doors. Like, I don't think people think about that when they watch Real World. And then Norman stayed in me and Julie's room half the time. I'm like, get out, Norman.
Oh my God.
This is where we live.
This is totally insane.
Was there a moment you were like, wow, this is something special. This is something that's going to change the world?
It's funny, other than the Twilight Zone marathons that have happened on, you know, Thanksgiving or certain holidays, I think the whole idea behind binge watching was something that MTV did with our show. And that's when I realized how impactful this was going to be.
Your season created reality TV and really was the first focus on a group of people like yourselves.
You know, when you open yourself up the way that we did and share our stories with each other in that very authentic, vulnerable way, you make an impact on people. That hit me really hard in the very beginning when all of a sudden someone would run up on me on the street crying, telling me how much I've changed their life. I'm like, well, how did I do that?
Doing this reunion allowed us to really understand and appreciate in a deeper way, in a different way, the significance of what we did the first time, because no one can say they were there before us. We were literally the first of 7 of us. And to pioneer something and be a part of pop culture history is something that no one can take away from us. And the 7 of us are connected for life because of this experience.
Your body was sexy too, Eric. You got to let them know about that.
You had the situation long before the situation.
Talk to him, Paul. Let him know that.
See them all in The Real World New York: Homecoming, streaming now on Paramount+.